Good morning, students. So this is your work for Friday. Yay! Already Friday. And as you know, yesterday we talked about the review for all of our number operations. So we're going to be reviewing addition, subtraction, addition with multiple numbers, multiplication, and a little bit of division on the bottom. So this page is actually going to be a test grade, but that's okay because you can look back at all of the previous work or any of the previous videos on YouTube if you need help. And it's all stuff that you've already done before. So just take your time, make sure you line up your numbers correctly, use an extra piece of paper, and you will be just fine. This is our last math assignment for this week before we start something brand new on Monday. And I am so excited because we are starting with some fractions, and they may seem intimidating, but I find them a lot of fun and I find ways to make it fun. So very exciting. Know that the plural of hoof is hooves, and you can find that here in Rule 5. It says to form the plural of most nouns ending in F, you add S, but some of them you change the F to V and add S or ES, like in knife, knives, or thief, thieves. So that one seems to be a little tricky than most, but you would write, and let's do it together, hooves, because that is the plural. And here you would write the number 5, because 5 is the name of the rule that applies. Let's do one more just in case. So here we have the word activity. What is more than one activity? Well, we all know that it's activities. So if you know the spelling, you would write the word activities. And if you don't, then you'll have to find the rule anyway. So we're going to find the rule for words that end in Y. So we go back to our rules. And let's find it. Words that end in Y. Here we go. So, to form the plural of nouns ending in Y, preceded by a consonant, that just means that there's a letter in front of it that is not a vowel. You change the Y to an I and add ES, and that's exactly what we do with the word activities. So then we would just write 3, because we learned that in Rule 3. And just to do one more, just in case, let's do wish. We know that more than one wish is wishes. So we would write wishes. And then let's find which rule applies. So we see here in Rule 2 that when a word ends in SH, like in the word wish, you add ES, and that's exactly what we did. So that's Rule 2. So if you're having a little bit of a hard time finding the rules, don't worry, just try your best. At least go back to page 34, take a look at those rules, and try and find it. The most important part is that you write the plural form, but of course I am here to help. For Think C, you are circling the correct plural for each noun. So, for number 1, we have the word deer. Do we say deers or do we say deer? Now, deer is a tricky one, and I think we can find it here on this page. Here are irregular ways, and here we have the example deer. And that means that there are certain words that you do not add anything to the end. And that goes for the word deer. We actually do not say deers. We say deer still, like there are 3 deer outside. So you actually would circle deer. Let's do number 2 just in case. Fox, do we say foxes or foxes? Just say them out loud, try your best, And of course, you can send me some work for revision and I will help you, I will correct it, I will send it back. So don't worry if you're having a little bit of trouble. This is still new, learning plural nouns and all of the special ways that we adjust words to make them plural. Down here for remember D, remember that every time that we see remember, it means that we've already done this exercise or this activity before. So here we have a little exercise on verbs, and we did a bunch of verbs. All you're going to do is identify the underlined verb. So you're just going to look at the underlined word and decide whether it's an action word, an action verb, a helping verb, or a being verb. And we've done this often. State of being is what you are. He is, she is, they were, he was. And helping just helps the action word. So just identify which of these match.